And for a while, I thought of that as kind of a strictly positive thing. Like, it's like, oh, it makes me sound smart. Which, you know, I could use because... Welcome back to Extra Holiday Games. I'm Extra Holiday, and... Speaking on the subject of clarity in making videos that we were talking about last episode, there's been a debate going around, particularly I've seen it on Twitter, about, well, I guess it's not really much of a debate, at least not from what I've seen. Just one post that is maybe a questionable take. There's been discussion about the idea of, you know, if you want to make videos or stream or, you know, do content online, you know, should you just start right away, or do you want to save up for when you have when you can afford a quality microphone? And I'm gonna tell you, I'm just gonna echo what I've seen most, because honestly, it's something that I already believed. Just do it. Don't spend thousands of dollars on an audio setup before you start. You don't even know if you're gonna like it, actually. So, yeah, and just to share my own personal story here, I did not start on this current mic. You know, fans of this channel might know that. No, I even did audio work, you know, voiceover work before this channel. So yeah, I didn't start on this here Shure SM7B, which, yes, that's what I used to record, which I'm told isn't the best mic for all purposes, but it is definitely what I would consider a higher end mic, especially as far as price is concerned. Yeah, this mic cost about $500. And that's just the mic, not the rest of the audio equipment. Oh, are we dead? Okay, hold on. Let's BLJ back up. But yeah, I did not start on a Shure SM7B. I started my first... Okay, so we'll start with this. When I started this channel, the mic I was using, I believe I was recording on a blue Raspberry, which, yes, is a USB microphone. Which, that was the whole crux of the original post, was like, oh, don't use a USB microphone, save up for an XLR setup. It's like, no, XLR setups are expensive. Frankly, you know, I'm gonna summarize my argument here. The experience you gain from doing the thing is so much more valuable than the quality you gain in the thing you're doing, between using, you know, an Xbox headset, you know, with that microphone, and using, you know, a $10,000 Neumann mic. I think that's how it's pronounced. So yeah, if you want to start with a USB mic, that's fine. Yeah, I started this channel with a blue Raspberry, I believe. Which isn't, like, as far as USB mics go, it's a pretty solid mic. And then I upgraded to what I'm using now. And honestly, I could probably upgrade again, because there are probably slightly better mics for what I'm doing. But I'd have to look into it. Are you trying to learn something here? Nothing useful. Okay. someone else gain a level? I'm confused now. No, okay. Yeah, so yeah, and even the raspberry, which is what I was using, which I believe blue doesn't actually sell anymore. But even that is pretty expensive for, as far as a microphone is concerned. I believe it's like it ran for $230 or so. So that's like, if I were just looking to start out, I probably wouldn't spend that much. And the microphones I used before that were definitely cheaper. The first microphone I ever recorded audio on that was, you know, a separate mic from whatever camera or something I was using. The first mic I used was a Rock Band mic. The mic that came with the game Rock Band, and it worked surprisingly well. Like, it was decently clear. Like, you could understand what I was saying, which is more than I would expect from that sort of thing if I were to try it now. And then after that, I went and I got a blue snowball. I say I got one. I asked for it for like a Christmas gift or like a birthday present, something like that. I didn't actually get it myself. My parents got it for me. But yeah, blue snowball was next, and I believe that is what I recorded Digibridged on. And then next was the raspberry, and then this mic. And don't get me wrong, I absolutely do think that this mic is leagues better than that Rock Band mic and even the raspberry. But you don't need it. Like I said, the experience you get from just making the videos, doing the streams, especially when you're just starting out, that is so much more valuable than audio quality. Right. There was a thing that I saw on someone say that I will also parrot. That's like a little caveat. Audio quality, I'm not trying to say audio quality doesn't matter in terms of, you know, getting people to watch your stuff. It absolutely does. But you can't expect that it's gonna make a huge difference at the start, because at the start, nobody's gonna be watching there. Nobody. Yeah, I mean, I can, if anyone can tell you that from experience, I've almost been at this for 4 years, and I'm grateful for every sub, but I've only recently gotten to a point. I actually can't switch here. I've only recently gotten to a point where every one of my videos gets at least one view in the first 24 hours. That only happened within like the past few months. So, yeah, just do it. Just start. Don't wait till you have a bunch of money. And honestly, that doesn't just go for microphones and audio quality. I would say that goes for video quality as well, right? If you're say trying to stream and your PC can't handle running Skyrim at 1080p while streaming, break that shit down. Hell, I know professional streamers who stream in 720p because it's just easier on their computers. Yeah, I mean, you start where you start, and you can have the best video and audio quality in the world, and it's not going to make you... That's not going to get you 1 million subscribers within the first week. It just doesn't happen. So, yeah. And honestly, it's actually a very freeing thing, I've found, to know that there aren't hundreds of thousands of eyes on you. Because I have, I mean, less so recently, but I have very few reservations about experimenting with my content. Just recently, I tried... I'm at a really interesting point, I think, because... just to, make this about myself. I feel like I'm at an interesting point because I'm at a point where I'm just kind of getting enough numbers to kind of see what works and what doesn't. So I've been taking advantage of that. Most recently, I noticed that a video that I put up a video that I just didn't have time to make a thumbnail for before it went up. And I was like, okay, whatever, I'll just put it up and then I'll make a thumbnail later and people probably won't care. But what I noticed is when I put that video up, it got more views than usual. Which confused me and had me kind of concerned because it made me think like, well, wait, if the video that I didn't make a thumbnail for got more views, should I even be making thumbnails? So to test that, I uploaded a couple of other videos without putting a thumbnail on them. On YouTube, you can just use the auto-generated thumbnails, and that's what I did. I wanted to see if was it actually a thing where, a video without a custom-made thumbnail does better? Turns out maybe not. Again, it's bigger numbers would provide more conclusive results, but from what I can tell, no. No, my thumbnails are still worth making because they still draw more of a crowd than not having a thumbnail, or at least the same amount. So, and honestly, I kind of like some of my thumbnails, so even if most of the time I don't really like making thumbnails. Yeah, that's just an example of like some of the cool things about being a small creator. It's like, hey, you can play around with stuff. Like, it definitely, I can't say this from experience, but from what I've heard, when you're in the realm of, millions of subscribers, there's definitely more pressure to just keep doing what works until it doesn't work anymore, because that will eventually happen, because you do anything for too long, you get tired of it. If you get tired of it, people can generally tell in your content. So, yeah. Let's keep that in mind. Of course, I say this like I'm some sort of expert on the subject. I'm really not. But, broken clock, right? And you know what? Probably still be a broken clock next time. But, as for this episode, that's a wrap. finally pressed the right button.